Day 11. It's officially day 11 of the Home Alone renovation rebuild. Now, last night I had mentioned that my goal this morning was to go to Floor & Decor, grab the tile that I needed, and then get that installed, as well as grout the floor and grout the walls. However, I got up and kind of realized that I needed to probably get some just household chores done. So I ended up doing laundry instead and basic cleanup. And so now I am officially at Floor & Decor. And so in a few minutes, I'm going to head on in there and grab what I need. And then once I'm done there, I'll spend a few hours with some folks in my church and then head back to the house to continue this renovation project. So this is probably my favorite part of any renovation project, when I start putting the finishing touches into that space. I don't, like I said, particularly love tile, although I do love what it looks like when I'm done, but it's just, I'm not a big fan of working with cement and hard surfaces. I like wood better. So I'm excited about getting that done and using some of my creativity to inject some unique elements into the bathroom, hopefully. And yeah, so hopefully you guys are excited as well. Hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, please like, please subscribe. If you're bold, leave a comment down below, ask me questions, whatever you want to do. Yeah, so we'll see you guys shortly as we continue the Home Alone renovation rebuild. It's now afternoon of day 11. And I'm getting ready to cut this piece of tile, and I thought, maybe I should talk about what do I use to cut tile. Now, I'm going to give you a list of the things that you can use to cut tile, and then I'll tell you what I'm using to cut tile. So you can use a wet tile saw, a dry tile saw, a carbide cutter, and you can use a diamond blade on your grinder. There's other tools out there as well, but those are the primary tools used. In this case, I've chosen to use a carbide cutter to cut the width of my tiles. And then I'm using a diamond blade on my grinder to cut things like this valve or these little pieces here. And so that's very convenient. The carbide cutter makes very little or no mess. Sometimes you get a few little chips, but that's about it. The diamond blade on my grinder makes a lot of dust, but I typically have a blower going behind it so that it's pushing all the dust away from me. And then the last thing that I'm using in this situation is I have a diamond blade hole saw that is, or a diamond tipped hole saw, I should say, that I'm going to be using to cut this out. And I've had that for a number of years, and it works really good for those types of applications. So we're going to have to glue this up. Once it's up here, then I'm going to let that cure for probably about an hour to 2 hours. And once it's cured, I can snap these off. These are all ready to go, but these will have to be snapped off once that tile is cured. In the meantime, while that is curing, the goal is to start on the shiplap and see how much shiplap I can get done. I should be able to get a good bit of it done, assuming that I've got enough. I didn't actually calculate to see how much I had, but if I have enough, then I'll try to get this done and that done, and the last one would be that wall. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, let's get it done.
Good evening. So it's about 10:50 or so on Saturday, day 11. And as you can probably see in the wide view lens there, I was able to get all the shiplap done. Now, of course, you can't see behind you, but it's done there as well. I was also able to get this final tile up, and then all the spin doctors knocked out, cleaned up, and then everything vacuumed to a point where it's ready for grout. Now, I say ready for grout because I haven't done the grout yet. So still have to grout this, still have to grout this. It's getting awful late, and I really don't prefer staying up late working on grout. That just sounds miserable. So I'm gonna push that off till Monday, and at some point on Monday we'll get that done, get this floor done, get everything caulked up. We'll get the rest of the corners in the shiplap caulked up, and we'll get a coat of compound on the ceiling. Now, I did want to show you something here on this ceiling. Let's see. If you look right up here on the ceiling, right there, that's a spot that got ripped when I was pushing the drywall up to the ceiling, and it hit one of the nailing plates that was kind of bulging out, and so it tore the paper there. Now, one thing to remember when you are dealing with a scenario like that, my drywall guy always told me that you never put compound over the brown paper, and the reason is because if you do, it's always going to bubble. It's a very thin portion of paper, so all that moisture is going to cause it to bubble. And so the best way to fix that is to spray it lightly with some oil-based primer. You can get some Kills, Zinsser, something of that nature. Spray it down, let it dry, and once it's dry, you can go over that with your drywall mud, and it won't be a problem at all. So, Lord willing, all those things will happen on Monday, and we'll be ready for paint. So that's exciting. So Monday-ish, hopefully into Tuesday, we'll start getting some paint work done, and then we'll start putting vanities and toilets and doors and fixtures and shower door all back in. So I'm guessing with all of those components having to get done, we're probably looking at Wednesday-ish by the time I actually kind of get everything buttoned up, ready to go. So we are in the final portion of this renovation project. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. If you are, again, please like, please subscribe, shoot me a comment if you have any questions, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Take care.